Hi guys, it's me Vivian. Welcome back to another episode of sharing. So I had the inspiration to do up this video talking about how real mentality shifts, where real mentality shift that will bring you to another level and another stage of your life. Because I realized that when you're constant in a mode and you're in a cycle of you're living, for example, you're working 24/7 and you're always on the understanding and the mindset of lack, which means that you fear a lot of things that will do bad to you, and you will kind of lose a lot of chances. It actually does not function you in a full level where you really live in the abundancy and you knowing that you could provide yourself with the right and the sufficient things that you have, regardless of whether you can see it right now. And I think that this is a very important mindset in the 2026 century, or even to say in this era, is because there are ultimately and most naturally there will be risks to everything. There will be risks to different kind of plans that you take, different kind of directions that you take. But it's very important for you to understand that when you have a abundancy and you understand that you could provide yourself with the things that you have, you actually will prosper more. And having this week of holiday and a week of reset made me want to rediscover my own abundancy and the things that I could have to the things that I have, the resources that I could have to thrive in abundancy. And this is very it's a reflection to kind of think of the ways how a successful people would be, because it's not the reality is that okay, we are constantly finding ways to get a job, to get better job, to get a better career. But on the side note, why can't you build that for yourself? Like, why can't you build the things that you have the potential in, and that you can live in abundancy? So this got me reflecting again, because I believe that when we're in a constant mode, like I shared in the very beginning, that we're in a constant mode of chasing things, paycheck, for example. If you're living on a paycheck, like I'm not saying that it's paycheck to paycheck, but you're living on a monthly salary, you're actually working in that sense, where you're thinking of when's the next bonus, when's the next paycheck gonna come in. You actually can't really live on your own terms, where you kind of actively choose, actively work on, actively take action. And this takes a lot of real action and determination to do that. And I will be honest with you that I'm also rediscovering this path. I'm also rediscovering how I could reach that full potential and fullest self, where I really feel internally self-sufficient. And that self-sufficiency comes from myself, not from the outcomes of others, the opinions of others, the things that you kind of outsource that self-sufficiency to the other party, or the other things that you think that it should give you, but actually it does not, right? So I just encourage people to, because this path of discovery is really, I wouldn't say it's easy. Personally, I'm also rediscovering. I have my own shortcomings sometimes as well. I fear things that I overthink sometimes. So it's the path of you're really taking the action, and you really find and figure out what could build up that abundancy and to give you that sense of abundancy, that self-sufficiency. It's the key. And yeah, and another thing that I wanted to share also in this video is that you have to understand where the peace comes from, where that inner peace comes from. And different kind of people have different kind of trigger point, which means that there will be different kind of things that a person, an individual, needs to work on themselves. It might be from childhood memories, from childhood experiences, and it might be past experiences, but how you work on that triggers, and how you work on that things that actually will you will feel something, or you feel triggered, it indicates the things that you need to be worked on. So a good way is to journal, like to write down the thoughts that you have, the messy thoughts that you have, the things that you've wanted to understand. And also, I've been learning how to do shadow work. Also, it's a concept and a theory where you kind of understand your unconscious mind and what are the things that needs to be faced. Like all that. And I do assure and do believe that it will actually bring a good outcome to you. And I think individually we're always trying to become better as a person, become better as a human being, regardless of career-wise, relationship, families, and a lot of things that you've always, I think we naturally want to become better, like I think it's something that we've always wanted to be. So that in this sense, I just highly suggest and also encourage the people that you're watching that sometimes you get some time to reflect on what are the fears, or what are the things that you kind of need to work on. You don't need to do it on a day-to-day basis, but when you have time, you actually sit down with yourself and you kind of walk through the things that you've wanted to work on. And personally, for me, sharing over a video is actually also helping me digest and organize the thoughts. At the same time, when you have this opportunity to watch it, then it also benefits you in a way where I share my experiences. Yeah. And also, I think that's what I wanted to share, because there's a lot of things where you start to take action, it cures the fear. And when the action is taken, okay, this is not for you, this is for you. What went wrong? What are the common misconceptions of you having that idea or opinion? Or because humans are complicated. Personally, I'm also complicated. We have different kind of situations that happen 24/7, and there's different kinds of emotions you say, or reactions you say that will come to you. And sometimes you need to really sit down and write it down and really jot down what is actually happening, and it will actually help you a lot. Yeah, I think that's all for today's video. I hope this sharing will kind of encourage you, kind of like to prompt you to think about how you can reflect yourself on the parts where you can become better. You could heal, and you could even grow from the original state that you were. You manifest into a higher version of yourself, finding rediscovering the ways that you do it, rediscovering what can be improved, and all that. Yeah. And I also wanted to share that I've actually started to I came back to Taiwan during November, and right now I'm happy to share that actually I finally made peace with my home country, because I previously had a fear of facing the fact that I am a Taiwanese, like by my birthright, I'm a Taiwanese. So I spent, I think, neglecting this thing where I just wanted to not be a Taiwanese, because I've never really grew up here, and I was struggling to find an identity. But right now I really wanted to share that I made peace with my homeland, and I really do love this place, like this land where I learned from the people around me how they treat others, like just a day-to-day basis. And I really found peace in the way that I reinforce the good experiences around me, and that sense of fulfillment really will come in, and it's really happy to share with that. And I think that this experience will really help me with my future career or my future life, because you never know whether I'll be here forever, or it will actually help me to have the root in mind, where I know that there's something that's very important and that's rooted in myself, and then I can continually move on, explore and flourish. Yeah, so that's also a sharing to you guys, and I hope that when you see this video, me sharing with you all the honest like the things, I think that there's nothing much to hide, because these are realities, and these are the things that we humans learn from and work from on a day-to-day basis. And I hope this will really help you in any forms of way. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.